keep the music playing.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. We've got an update on a shooting near the Church's Chicken in East Waco last week. 18-year-old Jarvis Howard Jr. is behind bars, charged in the murder of 30-year-old Jeremy Munoz. The shooting happened on Waco Drive. It also sent a 24-year-old victim to the hospital. As police investigate this case, they have asked anyone with information to speak up. Meanwhile, a Waco gang member is headed to prison for a variety of crimes, including aggravated robbery. 30-year-old Demiria Batty was sentenced to 20 years yesterday after pleading guilty to 4 felony offenses in 2 separate incidents in 2020. In exchange for his pleas, prosecutors recommended that sentence for aggravated robbery, theft of a firearm, and possession of cocaine. He's eligible for parole after serving 10 years in prison. From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
The overnight thunderstorms that passed through central Texas actually caused what's called a heat burst to happen as some of the rain high up into the atmosphere started to evaporate and cool. That means the cooler and drier air was more dense, started to sink to the ground, and then heated up as it did so, increasing its speed, giving us those strong overnight winds and even an increase in the temperatures. Now, that's not going to have an effect on the afternoon temperatures. We're starting out in the low to mid 70s this morning. Whatever morning clouds are lingering will give way to midday and afternoon sunshine with high temperatures today back into the low to mid 90s. Heat index again approaching 100 degrees. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
Welcome to the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill live. It's the Zach Owen Show. I'm Jim Alvarado filling in for Zach Owen. It's Friday, folks, and it's Veterans Week. We'll have more of that on the way. Right now, let's do the national anthem and our Pledge of Allegiance.
Now, here to perform our national anthem, please welcome retired Navy Petty Officer First Class General Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
for the national anthem. Let's hear it for the flyover from 2 EA-18G Growlers from Naval Air Station, Whidbey Island.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's the Zach Owen Show live at the Backyard Bar Station Grill, being brought to you by Weicker Realtors, the Eastland Group, and Be Kind Coffee. Thank you very much, Be Kind. I have been kind all week long here drinking my coffee. Awesome. It's Veterans Week as we're getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. I think we started celebrating Monday or Tuesday-ish, but now we're really celebrating today. I even wore my Mo Better celebration shirt that my wife says it needs to stay in the 90s because that's back when I bought it. However, please help me welcome our veteran for the day. It's Melvin Hall. Melvin, thank you for your service too, by the way.
Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate what you've done to bring the veteran community to the foresight in the community here in Waco, and then the larger community as it goes out.
You know, it's been an honor to be here this week. I'm sorry Zach had to go golf, on a week like this, but I am so honored to be here because I love veterans. I love everything because my uncles were Marine Corps ever since I can remember, so and my brother, my youngest brother, was in the Navy, or actually Air Force. I tried to join the military, but I couldn't pass that written test for some reason. I wasn't stupid. I just didn't study. I'm a person who I've never studied in my life. Either you know it or you don't. And I didn't know it.
Yeah, well, it's great what you're doing here.
Well,
appreciate that.
And to thank you again for all the services. And you're involved with a lot of veterans all the time, and just not this week. I mean, this is what you do.
Sure. And, to me, I grew up in the military. My dad was career Army, so I was born in Germany, lived in multiple states, and I saw what that service was, not just for the service member, my dad, but for my mom also. And then 6 kids in the family, what each one of us.
6 kids in the family?
Right.
Wow. I thought mine was big with 4.
Yeah. and so I think about that, giving back, because service members give so much. And it's not that a job, in some services, like I got to rib people like Scott Monday, we call it the chair force, the Air Force.
Yeah, the chair force.
Yeah, so we rib each other, but we stand together. And I know what we do is not just a 9 to 5. It's a way of life. It's I say standing in the gap for our nation. And we enjoy a free country because of having a strong military.
And I want to get to your beginning of your career of being in the military first, but how does it affect you and all the veterans as you've seen what has been going on through our country in the last 4 or 5 years, where people were just disrespecting the flag? I mean, in America, and people just sat there and did nothing about it, which... How did that make you guys feel?
Jim, so I look and I say, you may be wrong. You and I may not agree, but that doesn't make you wrong.
Right.
And, that for me to see the symbol of our country, the flag, desecrated is unacceptable. Yet I will stand firm that, protecting our citizens' rights.
The country, the flag is a symbol of the country, but it's not the country.
Correct.
Is kind of what you're saying.
Sure.
The country is what we're still protecting. You could burn our flag all you want, but you're not going to burn our country down.
Yeah. And
basically,
I may whoop your ass, but that's...
That's the Marines. All right, so you started the Marine Corps at an early age. You get out of high school and go into the Marines, or how did this all work out for you?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was smart when I was young, so I quit high school. I wasn't smart.
I quit high school too, right. But I was smart.
I worked full time a couple of years, and just one day, a couple of friends and I said we need to change. We were living in the hometown of Waylon Jennings, not Waylon Jennings' house, but the hometown. You know where that is?
No, I don't.
Littlefield.
Littlefield, Texas.
Yes, sir.
I always thought it was Lukenbach.
Right. No. Yeah, the song's about there. Yeah. So we joined the military. My best friend went in the Navy. My best friend's brother and I went in the Marine Corps, and we went in on the buddy system, which is, air quotes, because they write in your contract that you're going to go to boot camp together. And we were in week 8 before we got to
shake hands. So you didn't get to go to boot camp?
Oh yeah, we were in boot camp together.
But you didn't get to see him.
Oh no, we were in the same squad base, same everything, same running, same obstacle course, same all of these things. But it's so structured, you didn't have a free moment to go over and say, "Hey, Ricky, I appreciate you being here with me."
So did you even get to see him on your downtime at all? There was not much downtime, was there?
Everything was structured.
Even going to bed?
Yes.
And getting up?
Yep.
How many times did they tell you go to bed and then about an hour or two later they come wake you up?
That happened often.
That's part of the initiation of being in the Marine Corps or any kind of military.
That's
a drill sergeant's job, man. That's what they love to do.
Yeah, it's incredible what the community does, and the drill instructors, and taking a dumb, naive young kid like myself and bringing me up to the point of being a United States Marine.
And that's one thing that a lot of people were fear of is drill instructors from the Marine Corps. They weren't as scared from the Air Force and the Navy as much. The Army, they had some pretty good rough ones too, but the Marine Corps drill sergeants did not play. And that's why a lot of people didn't want to go in the Marine Corps, man. They're just like, I don't know if I can pass that drill sergeant, that boot camp.
It's crazy what we're able to do. And I think how God took care of me all through my career, and started in boot camp. My senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Thunder, Thunder, great name, Jack.
With a hat going like this, and he's this big, and his name is Thunder. I'm out. Yeah. I'm already done. I mean, you shaved my head, Thunder. Now what you gonna do?
So the wisdom that he shared with us, and they didn't torture us. It was but
they had to make sure you knew they were in control quickly.
And his wisdom that he shared helped me in boot camp, and then go on from there to do wonderful things.
As I sit here and talk about drill sergeants, I do think they have the hardest job in the Corps or any part of the military, because they're having to take spoiled brats, talk back brats, and not slap them, but they have to get close to it, and how do they restrain themselves from getting to that cross that line? But I guess screaming at them, spitting on their face in a way is kind of like slapping them, isn't it?
Yeah, there's great structure, great resolve on their part that they don't cross that line.
Yeah, and that's what I respect a lot too, because and then some people end up becoming drill sergeants because they see how important that part to change them from a spoiled rotten brat to a respectable young man or woman. You got to do both now.
Yeah, and my wife is a Marine also, Jim.
See, that's what I said. Yeah. Young men and women.
Right.
And the women sometimes can be brattier. I guess, because they're used to it before they get to the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And I'm saying women, you're brats. I love you. My wife, trust me, she'll testify like, hey, he means well.
I'll just let that lay. I'm not going to pick
has
it up.
diarrhea of the mouth sometimes. She goes, sometimes you need to filter from here to there.
Right.
I don't do that very well. So you're in the Marines. You guys get through boot camp, and what's the first place you get stationed to?
I had orders to infantry training school that was out at Camp Pendleton.
Oh, wow. California.
Absolutely. And
San Diego's the best, isn't it?
Well, San Diego, but you're in boot
Miramar,
camp.
kind of Miramar area.
So Marine Corps Recruit Depot is right by the airport, and so you're there sucking up the jet exhaust as they're lining up to take off, and you're running PT, we call it, physical training.
Was your boot camp in Pendleton too, or no?
No, it was in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
We have Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina, and Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego.
And you were in the San Diego
Right.
one. And I'm going to tell you, that, folks, is torture, because San Diego has some thick beach sand, and I saw a platoon running in this thick sand while the drill sergeant or somebody was riding in a Jeep or something behind them. And I'm like, no, they got to be in some kind of physical training or something like that.
Yeah, I've been in that sand.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I do,
and
absolutely.
I mean, I can't even hardly walk 10 feet without my bottom start tightening up, because it's that thick, and it just falls out from underneath you. And these guys were running, like not full speed, but just running.
Sure.
And so that sand is kind of like 10 more pounds of weight or more.
Yeah, it's a challenge, and it sounds easy. I showed up to Marine Corps boot camp, and it was beyond anything that I'd ever could even conceive in how hard it was, and I was like I said, a dumb, naive kid, and I was not ready for it.
Oh, they were loaded down, packed gear and all.
Right.
And so folks, the beach runs this way. The Pacific Ocean is right there. I don't know. Did you even know there was an ocean there, or were you just so focused on trying to get through that beach sand?
Well, you know the ocean because you're in the sand. Sometimes they would veer out, so you were in the surf.
Yeah.
So that you could get really wet.
It's beautiful up there, though, wasn't it?
Right.
One you can enjoy.
Yeah.
You hang on. We're going to have more with you coming up, talking about more of his military experiences and how long he was in the military. Some were 4 years, some made it a career. What did he do? We'll find out coming up after we take a little quick break. This is the Zach Owens Show live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Weicker Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Weicker, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Are you a business looking for great employees or a Central Texan ready to get to work? Since 1986, Jack of All Trades has connected local companies with the best people in town. With nearly 40 years of recruiting experience, we help you succeed, whether you're hiring or job hunting. One call to Jack of All Trades puts the right people in the right place. Follow the job leader, Jack of All Trades Personnel Services.
Mike's Car Care provides honest and professional automotive repair and auto maintenance services to the people of Waco and surrounding areas. Come by and visit our clean and professional shop. Mike's Car Care, open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're located at 4715 Sanger Avenue. Call us at 254-732-1202 or visit us on the web at mikescarcarewaco.com.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your tastes. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. At Tusane's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusanes.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoalUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
Welcome back to the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. It's the Zach Owens Show live, and with us we have our veteran Melvin Hall. Melvin, now we got to the point where you're in San Diego doing your boot camp and all that good stuff. And real quick, before we get off the boot camp and get into your real quick history of being in the military and what you did actually there in the Marine Corps, you tell me real quick, tell them the story that, because I said, I think the Marine Corps has the hardest one, then the Army, and then the, I think it was Air Force or Navy. But you told me you had a buddy who was enlisted into the, what was it?
He went in the Navy.
In the Navy. So you were in your boot camp, and now y'all getting close to 4th of July weekend.
Sure.
And you guys did not get the day off for 4th of July. You actually had to work and do everything. And you said you got a letter from your buddy, and what did he say?
Yeah, Terrence went to the Navy, and Ricky was on the buddy system, his brother and I. And so Ricky and I were dying in boot camp there in San Diego in the July heat. And so it's after the 4th of July, I got a letter from Terrence in Navy boot camp, and he talked about how they had steak and had the day to relax. And
they actually got a day off from boot camp.
Yeah, that was my understanding.
And they got steak and everything.
Right.
While y'all were still working hard in the sand and eating whatever they gave you before the day.
And, you know, the way I look at it, Jim, no matter what service you go in, it's a fecal hurricane when you go to boot camp.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard.
And so, but it just proved my point. That's what I'm telling you. The Marine Corps is brutal when it comes, but it's the most respected out of all of them. They're all respected. They all have camaraderies, but you know, I respect every part of the branch, even the reserves. I mean, that's big for being in the reserves. For those, thank you for serving in that. Every part of our military branch is just as important as one or the other. You can't do one without the other, in a way. You got to have them all. So thank y'all all for serving, and thank you for continuing to serve for those who are still in it.
Sure.
Now, what did you do in the Marine after you got out of boot camp? What was your job then?
I went through infantry training school and became a mortarman, so carried a mortar tube, indirect fire weapon.
Oh, wow.
I was in the Fire Direction Center. My first duty station was in Okinawa.
So you got to see some pretty cool parts of the world then.
Yeah.
But didn't get to enjoy them.
Yeah. It's kind of hot in the jungle. And, I thought I had been cold before in my life, but when I deployed to South Korea and slept in a shelter half in December and January, I was cold.
So, did you write books while you were in there, or
No.
you read a lot of books, or no? There was not a lot of downtime in the Marines, was there?
Well, it varies where you're at, and you can make it what you want. You know, folks will get in there, they're away from home and do crazy stuff. Folks will get in there and blossom and find their place in making a difference in life.
I mean, Elvis Presley came out of the military.
Right.
He learned to sing while he was in the military. I mean, come on.
Right.
And some other guys, very successful musicians came out of the military because they had plenty of time to learn some trades. Melvin, so how long did you end up serving? Was it 4 years or?
Well, they made me stay till I got it right, so it was 23 years, Jim.
23 years. Wow. Well, thank you for your service and to be in the Marine. And I was asking him off camera earlier. I was thinking maybe after 8 to 10 years, the physical training would slow down a little bit, but the Marine Corps says what? No.
Your physical fitness test, it's renamed now, but that 300 is a perfect score, and so you did that every 6 months, and your promotability was key to that. Promotability, I don't know if I've never used that word until now. But,
there you are, $50 words, man.
So physical training at least 3 times a week, and a lot of times, or most of the time, that was in your unit. So whether you were in a platoon, a company, a squadron, a detachment, so those are different unit sizes, different places.
As long as you're in the military, you're doing physical training, and you're going to do it with everybody else first thing in the morning.
Right.
Early. No matter how hard you are in the rank, you're still going to get up and do physical training. All right, Melvin, hang on. We got more with you coming up in just a minute. We're going to take a quick break. Not a break, but we're going to send it out over there and see what's happening in the country music world. Here comes more with our very own Nashville Cat.
Today's edition of Nashville Cat on the Zach Owen Show Live is brought to you by Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee's ultimate goal is to promote kindness. 1534 Washington Avenue. Sit down and stay a while. Be Kind Coffee is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. BeKindCoffeeCrew.com.
Ella Langley said performing at the ACMs with Miranda Lambert was a bucket list moment. Ella said she felt like a 12-year-old living her biggest dream. Riley Green says he's still like a kid when it comes to eating vegetables. He has to have them covered with cheese sauce. His specialty is grilling steak and chicken, and that's what he does at his home in Alabama. Morgan Wallen's grandma calls him Mogi, short for Morgan Cole Wallen, and the one thing he still won't do in front of her is cuss. And finally, Scotty McCreary's wife is pregnant with baby number 2, and it's due sometime this fall. I'm Nashville Cat on the Zach Owen Show.
Boy, she has got more stories than I have feet. No. Come on, dude. I said finger and toes, there you go. Sometimes I have a third leg somewhere,
TMI.
It's too early for all this, I don't, like I said, I need to put a filter between here and there. I don't know. All right, folks, we're going to get more with you, Melvin. We've got a lot to talk about because you're involved with a lot of stuff here in the Waco community, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But right now, I just wanted to let you know what today is. Today is May 23rd.
Got it.
A Friday. All right, so everything I'm about to read did not happen on a Friday. It just happened on May 23rd.
Sure.
Keep that in mind, okay? So today is National Taffy Day. Do you like taffy? I do. My teeth don't.
You sound like Dr. Seuss there.
What?
I do like taffy. I do.
I do like taffy. I do. I just don't like green eggs and ham. And a buddy of mine has green eggs.
Oh.
And he said, have you ever tried a green egg? I'm like, no. He goes, they're great. They're delicious.
So I have to interrupt. In our C rations, so now they have MREs, meals ready to eat. So the C rations, there were green eggs in there, Jim.
Were they good?
Absolutely not.
Come on, man. Nobody eats green eggs. National Road Trip Day today. Twice. National Road Trip Day today. One's red, one's blue.
Right.
Red, white, and blue. That's pretty good. So if you haven't taken a road trip in a while, today will be a great day to take a road trip. It's a beautiful day here in the Central Texas area. As a tour bus driver, I take road trips all the time. All the time. So
absolutely.
I love road trips. World Turtle Day. Go love the turtles. They're not hard to catch. They're just hard to catch coming out of their shell.
Right.
Every turtle I've seen is not walking. They're all hiding in their shell. How fun is that? It's boring.
Well, they know you, so they hide.
And the great big turtles are so big that all they do is eat lettuce all day long. And they walk. By the time they take another step, I'm already asleep. Hey, don't Friday. Oh, man. I'm out. You can't fry today on a Friday? No fried nothing today.
Wow.
So I'm sorry for those who love fried chicken. Don't do it today. Promotes sun safety awareness. I know. Especially as summer approaches, emphasizes the importance of protecting skin from harmful UV rays. So it's not fry food, it's fry your skin. Don't fry your skin day. Oh, we should have read the whole story.
We'll let you off the hook.
Thank you. Now I can go have my fried chicken and not feel guilty today. All right. So, Melvin, you got a lot of things going on. You've got the veteran. Tell us what you're involved with. You're involved with it a lot.
Yeah. So something that we're doing for Memorial Day is Warriors Canvas. We're doing that on Saturday, so that would be tomorrow, May 24th, and it's a creative expression for veterans. It's an open house, so it's for the community to be involved in. It will be at Triple Win Waco on Webster, just around the corner from here, and we purposely scheduled it for this weekend because we wanted it to coincide with Memorial Day. And Jim, I think about Memorial Day, and to me it's sacred.
Right.
There's men and women that their stories already been told. They're no longer with us, and so we want to bring together during this time veterans in the community so that we can get those stories out to share and to move forward with those. And so does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And for some of those who never heard the stories, or some of those, telling stories helps heal. It really does, getting it out or talking to someone other than yourself, because I talk to myself a lot, which is scary. So talking to somebody else about some of the stories that you're in your head is always therapeutic. Whether the person cares about their story or not, just getting it out and someone just listen. I mean, especially to a veteran. Let a veteran talk, man, because a veteran's got some serious stories they want to tell. And they tell it to themselves all the time, but that's the problem. They need someone else to tell it to take the story, to keep the story alive. And that in a way, you're also keeping that person that he or she may have lost in battle alive, or they may have lost them to, I'm going to say it, suicide sometimes, because coming back from battle and they don't get the right treatment, things don't work well. So talking is healing, and doing what you're doing. You have a canvas back here that tomorrow they're going to have someone, do an artistry either tomorrow or the next few days.
Sure.
And so you want people to come sign this too, if they haven't already. There's quite a few autographs already on there. So you haven't been just standing around the corner waiting for this to happen. You've actually been moving forward on that.
Sure. There's a lot of great people behind it working with it. With Warriors Canvas, Creative Waco has stepped up, and Art Spark Texas, a statewide nonprofit.
Do you know what's going to be painted on this canvas back here?
We don't yet, Jim. It's
whatever the artist comes to, but it's going to have to do with veterans. It's going to have to do with our country and our nation, and it's got to have some of the flag somewhere in there.
Yeah, think about Joel was on here yesterday, Army, and so Joel may be the one that
does the artwork?
Does the art on there. It's
the artist himself. Yes. Yeah.
And this is something that happened yesterday. It was announced, and it was after Joel was on, or we'd have let you know. But he was the 2025 Art Spark Texas Creative Service Award recipient.
Oh wow! Congratulations, Joel!
Recognition.
He's the school teacher. He's the art school teacher that we had. I don't know if he was on yesterday or the day before. Your days are getting mixed up. Melvin, you've been hanging out backstage over here too much, man. You don't know what day it was. Because I think we had JB on here yesterday. I'll never forget JB.
I was in the right church, but the wrong people.
I'll never forget Joel. Joel's cool. I didn't know. So the interview with Joel went came and gone. He had a white shirt with his red stripes all over it.
Right.
He drew that octopus on that shirt.
That was awesome.
I know. I didn't. Yeah. That's a cool shirt. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic.
Right.
He made that shirt.
Sure.
And so his artistry is just amazing. And he said his students teach him more than he teaches them. Which some of these kids, man, you've seen the trains. They're really good.
Right.
Have you seen trains? I mean, I'm serious. I'm like, man, whoever painted that train, raise your hand, because you're not in trouble. I just want you to do some stuff for me, You're really good at graffiti art.
Right.
And graffiti art's now a big thing.
Sure.
Look at all these buildings downtown Waco. It's all been graffitied art. But there's murals,
Yes.
They now are making them into beautiful murals, and that's really cool. And I bet he may have something to do with that.
He encourages his students, and then.
So where will this hang? You don't know where it's going to hang after it's all said and done with, or where can someone go see this final product?
Yeah, the Warriors Canvas is not just an event that's going to happen the 24th, Memorial Day weekend. It's a movement. We want to build the community on this. So that's why we're having the open house, and it's for the veterans, obviously. Other folks, their families, the community at large to come in and everyone to connect. And then we are going to grow this. When I say it's a movement, what's that mean to you?
That means it's something that's not going to go away forever. It's something that is going to be a new thing, but a good thing. And something that will stick around for many generations to come.
Right. And it rocked my world when we met with Creative Waco to talk about Warriors Canvas. And so from that, and we're going to build Warriors Canvas into Heroes Canvas. So we will expand and include, think about the world, first responders, whatever, EMS, police, fire, teachers, educators, and healthcare workers that when the world ended in 2020, spring 2020 with COVID, and all of that area that we're talking about, heroes, has just, it's just there that it needs something. And so, like I said, talking with Creative Waco, grow this so that it could be Heroes Canvas,
right?
And not just do it here in Waco,
nationwide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go to Waco, Temple, Belton, the next thing you know, it's around the world. I mean, it's a good thing. And it started right here in Waco, right, with your ideas and some other folks with you.
Absolutely.
We're going to have more with Melvin coming up, man. He's got some books and other great things that we're going to talk about between now and top of the hour. This hour, of course, being brought to you by our friends at the Weicker Realtors, the Eastland Group, and Be Kind Coffee. More with the Zach Cohen Show live from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill coming up.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
If I've learned anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one, it's I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Engels 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Have you ever wondered why so many pet parents are choosing to have virtual vet appointments? Online veterinary care is making it easier than ever to get expert advice for your pet. Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns and expand access to pet care. Book your first appointment today.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Back at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, it's the Zach Cohen Show live. It's Avocado filling in for old Zach, who's out golfing somewhere this week. So enjoy your golf, Zach. And I've heard he'll be back Monday. He actually is working on the holiday. And like we were saying earlier, Memorial Day is Sunday, but everyone celebrates on Monday because you got to get a day off from work somewhere, right? And they're not going to give you Friday off. Half the people take off anyhow on Friday. Right. I mean, come on. I can tell the traffic is real thin because no one's out working.
Sure.
I got here really quick today. All right, so Melvin, tell us more about, you have Warrior Canvas, we were talking about that, and then I see some books over there. What's those about?
Sure. Book here, what's the title on that, Jim?
It's called You Are Worth It by Kyle Carpenter.
So Kyle is a Marine, youngest living recipient of the Medal of Honor. And the title of that book means so much that you are worth it, and
building a life worth fighting for.
Right. So Kyle speaks about America,
right?
The U.S., the citizens. So what are we looking at when we say we say the flag that represents the U.S. and so you are worth it, in that what he did. The pain, the suffering that he went through was worth it because of America, and I honestly believe that that's the attitude every service member. On some level, it may just be a fleeting moment, because think about who goes in the military.
People are misfits or people who don't think they can cut it on the real world, I guess. That's the purpose of why they go into the military sometimes, or it's because of honor of their family.
Right, and so it's American, citizens.
Right.
Go into the service, and I think about before, like the Vietnam era. My dad served in the Army and 3 tours in Vietnam, and that era was draft.
Well, I was going to say they didn't have a choice.
Right, and so I try to get my head around that because I volunteered, but so You Are Worth It speaks volumes.
It's a must read then.
Right.
Oh, you got to read that.
It's absolutely.
Where can they find that book? At any bookstores?
Any bookstore, right.
Or Amazon. Everyone's buying everything from Amazon.
Yeah, you're in town, come grab it.
Amazon will expect a check for that, please.
Yeah.
Because you're worth it. Do what? Oh yeah, we have our engineer back here, our producer. He loves chiming in, because no one knows who he is. He's behind the scenes over here, but he likes to talk on our show a lot, doesn't he? I love him to death.
He does an awesome job.
Yeah, he does, and better than I can probably do it.
So that book, You Are Worth It, Kyle Carpenter, and I think about our military.
Yeah.
We have just one life, and we stand in the gap for our country, and we joke about, like we was talking about the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, this.
But you got to have them all.
Each other, but we all work together to help. So we have our freedom here in America.
Our freedom is the most important thing to our country, because we're the first country to really acknowledge freedom. I mean, we came. I guess Christopher Columbus set sail away from Europe, or the Europeans, and found this country, which was already being occupied by Indians back in the day, which we didn't know. How did they get here? We don't know. Where they come from? We don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a historian.
Neither am I. That's why I didn't like school. But now I'm love history. I mean, I'm going back and learning history again because I wasn't paying attention in school.
Sure. And Jim, I think about, we're throwing around freedom, and that word, it has power in it, and it's heavy to hold that, to have the ability to be free. And it's a responsibility. It's not just a license to have, be crazy.
And that's why we're having such a big problem with migrants coming to the United States of America, because they did not have that freedom that we do here, because their country didn't cherish the freedom like we cherish here, and their country probably didn't fight for it as hard as we fought for it, and we're still fighting to this day, and for some of those veterans that came home are so disabled that they. So I mean, it's sad to say I'm a big fan of Tunnel to Towers. I mean, because I even donate, because man, I would not know how that would feel to leave with all your limbs and come back with one or no limbs.
Right.
And to be everything to be like bionic, would I call it the bionic is all. Just limbs that are made for you now, and you got to adapt to that.
Right.
But you're alive, but then are you? I mean, because that's what a lot of the veterans face, like, I'm not living the life I left before I served my country, and I come back, and to see the chaos in our country going on with that.
Yeah, freedom is not free. The people have paid the price for our freedom, and that's what we're doing in Veterans Week, acknowledging our veterans and leading to Memorial Day.
I saw you gasping for air while I was saying that, because that takes your breath away when we mention people come back with no limbs and stuff like that. It does something to you, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Almost brings a tear to your eye.
Yeah,
I can feel it. I'm not trying to make you cry here, Melvin.
It's incredible what men and women have done for us to enjoy this freedom. And you're talking about people coming here from all over the world. So in my time, I was overseas just under 10 years, and over 4 of that were in communist countries. And other times were in we call third world countries. And so what we have here is just awesome. And I don't go out there and say we're the best, and I believe that we are, but there's great things going on in the world, and there's stuff that's not great going on in the world. But what we have here in the United States,
and that's what I'm for. Anybody who wants to come enjoy our freedom, I get that, but do it right, because the men and women who fought and died for our country, for us, for our freedom, didn't do it for the people who didn't have that freedom to get over here illegally. They did it for people who are here legally and who respect the flag and who respect our country. I mean, yes, we encourage people to come here, or actually we really encourage their country to be like our country,
right,
so they don't have to flee. That's what the world should start concentrating on, and everything will be not hunky-dory, but a lot better off.
And it's a shame that they didn't put us in charge, Jim.
I know. I think we got somebody in charge right now that's doing a decent job. I mean, I really think they're doing really well. It's just going to take a little time to get there, but I think he's trying, because you saw what he did in Dubai and all that he's bringing third world countries together that have never been together as long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
And if we can do that, that's the win for everybody. It's not that we don't want people here, and they really don't want to be here. They just don't want to be controlled over there. I think that's just my opinion.
I went in, Jimmy Carter was president, I retired, Bush 2 was president, and so look at all of the different flavors, if you say, through there, and so it's big difference. We need to work together.
And so again, this week as we're celebrating Memorial Day weekend, think about it. Think of it. Appreciate the freedom that we do have, and we get to express and share. Don't take advantage of it ever. I mean, folks like Melvin and all the guests we had all this week are just the tip of the iceberg. So again, Melvin, man, thank you for your service, and thank you for all you do in the Waco community. You're huge here in our community, whether it's with veterans with art. Just we got it all going on, and we'll have it. Thank you for everything you bring to us, man, and thank you for bringing the Vet Week to the Zach Owen Show this week.
Absolutely.
It's been a blast. Sorry, Zach had to miss it here. All right, so we have musical guests coming up next hour, which is not far. Right now, we always like to end this hour with my show that I produce, or actually they produce. The Rogue Media Network is huge. That's who produces this show, and they produce my show at the Alico building on the 22nd floor. It's called Behind the Wheel with Avocado, where I sit down with take independent artists and we talk about their career and where they're at and their music, and they play a song or two for me, which they're really good. So to show you off, here comes one of them. All of them are my favorites, but this one here, she's dear to my heart too, man. This is Behind the Wheel with Casey Johns.
Ooh. Welcome to Behind the Wheel with Avocado.
I assume that's what I said.
Welcome
I saw something, Casey. I'm like, okay.
I know your name is your host, Avocado, and today, folks, it's my honor to introduce to you Casey Johns. Casey, what's going on?
What's up, Jim?
I love your name because everyone thinks it's Casey with a C, but it's a letter K and the letter C, and then the name Johns.
Yeah, I love tricking people when they're like, so how's Casey spelled, with a K or a C? And I always say both.
Both?
And they're always like, wait, what?
Well, Casey, I've never met you personally, but I have seen you in person once, and it was in January when I was up there at Steamboat Springs, Colorado this year, 2025.
It was hella cold.
Hella cold, but you were hella hot on fire with the music. So I already knew who you were because I have Troubadour Country Radio, and we had played your first single out. But I didn't know who you were until you started singing.
Oh, no. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl.
So we didn't do joke of the day.
I'm gonna hang out. Is that okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Daddy was a Mustang. Mama knew how to break y'all. I saw his love was a sure thing even when I was 18.
I'm throwing you off.
He worked the land like a man was a shoulder for mama to cry. She sunk in her spurs, turning into her kind of guy. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Can't turn a wrench, make a fire in a country world, dirt on my feet, careless up under my hands. It's like I'm riding barrels looking for a man that'll stand in his snake skins, beat the sun up. He's already awake then. Give me some other when it's going back down again. Well, if you ain't fit for it, a few seconds is all you'll get. Try to ride with me with this rodeo queen.
Do that to you. I can't read that without tearing up.
You're gonna get your blood braided if I'm carrying your last name, yeah. You got your eyes on my prize, but I make the rules to this game. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Can't turn a wrench, make a fire in a country world. Dirt on my feet, careless all over my hands. It's like I'm riding barrels looking for a man that'll stand in his snake skins, beat the sun up. He's already awake then. Give me some other when it's going back down again. Well, if you ain't fit for it, a few seconds is all you get. Try to ride with me with this rodeo queen.
She is a volunteer with Stars for Our Troop.
And they're the only ones who are authorized.
We can't say that.
Oh. I'll let you say
Oh, mama didn't raise
Stars for
no
Our
big
Troops
city pretty girl.
takes retired flags and repurposes the stars.
I'll let you say that. And then you say, Jim, read that.
Mama
And how
didn't
much do
raise
those
no
cost?
big city pretty girl.
we give 'em
Can't
out.
turn a wrench, make a fire in a country world.
So do I get a carrot?
Careless all over my hands.
What color you want?
It's like I'm riding barrels looking for a man that'll stand in his snake skins, beat the sun up. He's already awake then. Give me some loving when it's going back down again.
My wife.
Well, if you ain't fit for it, a few seconds
I
is
signed
all
her
you
up.
get.
You're a volunteer. I'm not going to talk about that.
I'm going to let you talk about Stars for Our Troop. My story will end. You are not forgotten.
And I'm not going to say this out here, but it was not until 9/11 until I retired in April of 2001.
Man,
and it wasn't until
I'm
after 9/11.
fascinated with
Are we done?
guitar playing.
Yeah.
And you play guitar very well.
Oh, thank you so much.
I mean, I wish I could even make one note sound good.
It wasn't until after 9/11 that someone said,
Patsy Cline and Willie.
so
Merle and Johnny Cash.
thank you to Melvin Hall for
Stack of
fucking putting your ass
CDs
on the
sliding
line.
around that F-150
So
dash.
after you retired, no one said nothing to you?
Riding
until-
downtown, singing out loud to an old
But
school
the
country
America
song.
stepped up after 9/11.
Back at home,
and
he
said
picked
to
the
military,
chords and
"Thank
I tried to
you."
strum
And so,
along.
if you say nobody,
I
then
tried
that's not
to
true
strum
because
along.
it's not everybody.
Front porch begging till the sun went down. He had the best
Where's he from?
seat in the house,
Pennsylvania,
y'all.
I believe.
Heaven
You ever gotten to meet him yet?
I haven't yet.
knows.
I see you.
Those kind of memories
Yeah, I
never
write-
burn out.
writing in-
I give it all
It's kinda
to
like
be
your
back
Bible
there
for
So
now.
right here it says, I was frustrated.
When
I was
he had
hot,
the best
I was
seat
hungry,
in the
and now there was
house.
this stupid, simple thing that made my brain slip into
Gatlinburg to
and
Dallas, Green Bay to Cocoa Beach. He'd call me up before each show and say, sing one song for me.
I said I was
So I'll never leave out Loveless, wherever this road
right here.
leads.
This is
And I won't forget that courthouse square underneath that old oak tree. He was singing along with me. Yeah.
Cheers to help lead the platoon. The DI is often cycling.
Bringing the band back to my hometown. He had the best seat in the house, y'all. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now. Yeah. When he had the best seat in the house, yeah.
I can sit and listen to your story. One day we'll have to go have coffee and you can just talk back, man. Like I said, that's awesome. That's therapeutic. And there's other guys that, I mean, I would like to have a round table with some
Those kind of memories never burn out. I get it
Sometimes
all
I'm
to
here,
be
sometimes
back
I'm
there.
Usually I leave Tuesday.
Front porch begging till the sun went down, bringing the band back to my hometown. Y'all, heaven only knows. Though his face ain't in the crowd, I can still feel him here and now. Yeah. And he's got the best seat in the house. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, best seat in the house.
It's amazing.
Going out to Granddaddy.
It's still hard though, isn't it?
It is hard. He was just, I feel like grandpas are something special.
Casey Johns, man, she still holds a little special place in my heart, man. She's a rodeo queen, is what she is. Her parents met together. Her mom was a barrel racer, and her dad was a bull rider or horseback rider or something like that. And they fell in love, and the rest is history, So her first song of the new album was called Rodeo Queen, talking about her mama. Which I thought was brilliant. All right, so you notice we're still here with Melvin, our veteran. We've got some more. We forgot to do the bad joke of the day, and I know you got one.
I do.
Let's hear it.
All right, so I have a friend, and she had twins. Mm-hmm. And so, Jim, she named these twins Amal and Juan.
Amal and Juan.
And she only carried one picture.
Okay.
And so somebody asked,
well, why carries you? They're twins.
Why not? Why she only carry one picture? So she said, if you've seen Juan, you've seen them all.
That deserved 2 rim shots here, man. All right, we got musical guests. You're over there talking to our producer. No one knows he's even over there yet. So we have musical guests coming up. We're going to talk to you here in a minute. I know birds in the background. I got my headphones on. I can hear all the sound effects now.
Jim. That was a bad dad joke.
That was a great bad dad joke. But someone needs to reduce his button pushing over there. All right, so in my hand, we will talk about this real quick because you wanted to bring it up. Tell me what I have in my hand here.
So there's a star that is repurposed from a retired flag. So flags are not just thrown out, they're retired respectfully. And so the cantons, the stars are repurposed. My wife volunteers with Stars for Our Troops, a nationwide nonprofit that provides these for our veterans and then first responders also. And so starsforourtroops.org give you more information. My wife, who's also a Marine, volunteers for this organization. Jim, would you read what it says on there?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you right now, he said he can't read it. It's not because, look at the fine print there. That's why I have my glasses on. It's not that, it just, what it says, he can't finish without a teary eye, which I do understand. So here it is. I am a part of our American flag that has flown over the USA. I can no longer fly. The sun and wind caused me to become tattered and torn. Please carry me as a reminder that you are not forgotten. So that is now in my pocket, and I will carry it every day as a reminder of not only the flag, but the veterans and anybody who has sacrificed their life and who are still struggling, that I will remember you every day with this star in my heart.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Wait, hang on. My heart's on this side. Well. And it's okay if you drop it because it's in a plastic bag. Right. So it's not hit the ground. So there you go.
Thanks, Jim.
Now it's by my heart. So thank you again for everything you've done.
Right.
Wow. I can see, I'm already taken away. I can see how it would hurt you to talk about it. Man, that's powerful. Y'all, please help me welcome over there on our musical stage, Zachary Hill. What's going on, Zachary?
Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you having me.
Man, that was powerful, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
On Memorial Day weekend. Wow.
Yeah, I like your shirt. Very festive.
Well, thank you. I mean, my wife hates my shirt. She said it needs to be burned, and I told her, first of all, you don't burn anything with a flag on it.
Yeah,
okay?
not unless it hits the ground, right?
And this shirt was made famous by Garth Brooks back in the 90s.
Was it?
You remember the 90s?
I was born in the 90s.
I was a DJ in Waco, Texas, at a nightclub called Midnight Rodeo at the time.
Okay.
And Midnight Rodeo was a big bar at that time. We had maybe 1,500, 2,000 people every weekend. You know, it was a privilege to get in there because there was a line out the whole building to get in, 2 in, 2 out all night. So I wore these because Garth Brooks wore them, and I thought they were cool. It's made by a company called Mo Betta. And I don't even think Mo Better is even in business anymore. If they are, they don't make this shirt.
Yeah.
But my wife thinks it's outdated.
Well.
The American flag is never going to be outdated. She won't let me wear this with her in public. She's embarrassed.
Fair enough. I get that.
I paid $75 in the mid '90s for it, so I bet it's worth more than that now.
Good deal.
It's tethered and torn too. It's got a little hole in the back. That's why I got it tucked in. But that's all right. Zachary, tell me more about you, man.
Oh, well, a local musician here in the Waco, Central Texas area. I've been playing full time for about 1.5 years, probably going on 2 years now. Probably not the smartest business decision, but it's fun. Not that I had all the money in the world when I was working either. But no, we have a great time. I run around with guys like Michael Saldana and Tyler Lane and T. Aguilar got his shirt on today.
Michael Saldana. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, I've been running around with him for a while. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean he's one of the best and the greats out there right now. I mean I've known Michael for years, man.
He's definitely an entertainer.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them out here still entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have to be on the stage to do that either, do they?
Oh no. Anywhere you go, we have a good time.
Man, I'm excited to hear what you got going on right there. What you going to sing for us this morning? First of all, kick it off.
Last time I think I just did some covers or whatever. I'll do some original tunes for you today.
Yeah, man, let's hear it.
I do have a handful of them. Not a whole lot, but. Because no one wants, that's not what they're paying to hear at the bars and so whatnot. This first song is called Twisted. As I made them, the colors as drab as I painted. The author was hung that I dwell among scenes of death, dark, and hatred. The chandelier is no source of light, the house shows no signs of life. The fires that burn, now ashes and urns, nothing will ever be right. So rip me from your photo albums, memories of me, you're better off without them. Forget that I ever existed, let them all get it. So twisted, so twisted. Well, I created this place, curated this space. Every stitch and seam sewn with precision. The shelves are aligned, themes intertwined. Nothing happens for no good reason. And when the day is done and we've had our fun, I'm left alone in my own hell. I remember the people that I impaled on the steeples and left to die in my own mind. So rip me from your photo albums, memories of me, you're better off without them. Forget that I ever existed, let them all get it. So twisted, so twisted. So rip me from your photo albums, memories of me, you're better off without them. Forget that I ever existed, let them all get it. So twisted.
Zachary Hill. It's called Twisted. Am I right or wrong? Is that what it's called? Twisted or?
Twisted, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Nice and simple.
That's pretty cool lyrics, man. I mean,
Thanks.
you got a little twisted that night, huh?
Yeah, no, that's actually a pretty mild one. I don't play a lot of my songs in public. I started my music career in death metal.
Oh, really?
So it was a.
Well, you and Cody Jinks both.
Yeah, but no one wants to pay for that anymore either. So you pick up an acoustic and sing pretty.
Yeah, well, you try to sing pretty. I mean, you got to cry pretty, right?
I suppose.
Jason did. He cried pretty one time and made a really good record out of that. So yeah, singing pretty is always good, man.
Oh yeah.
But we'll got more with Zachary here in a minute. Now we still have Melvin over here hanging out. You wanted to cover something else. You had a brew in Bravo.
Yeah, brew in Bravo. So that's an initiative here in the Waco community. We're gonna hang this up. It's a koozie from Brew and Bravo, so it will be here at the
backyard.
Yep,
it's gonna rise and shine forever.
It is. They're gonna put that up today, and so Brew and Bravo is dedicated to serving veterans, brewing community connections, and celebrating stories of service, and offer a platform for veterans to share their journeys, enjoy camaraderie, and access valuable resources in Central Texas.
And y'all go have coffee every other Friday of the month?
So the last Friday of the month,
okay.
And I apologize, I don't have the time on that, but you can get it at Black Rifle Coffee. And Black Rifle Coffee has a workout challenge that is going on Monday, and they didn't have someone to run the challenge. They had it all together, scripted and everything, and Joel is stepped up to the plate, so he'll be there Monday leading that.
The workout challenge.
Right, and that's on Monday.
Physical fit artist Joel.
Right.
Okay. You got at Black Coffee, which if you don't know where it is right off of I-35 over there by the new theater.
Right.
Right in front of
right by the Harley
shop. So that's what I say. Go have some coffee, get all wired up, and then go there, give them hell at the Harley Davidson of Waco. That's where I used to work a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah. I sold a lot of Harleys, man. That's why I'm no longer there. I sold more than my manager.
Uh-oh.
You don't ever sell more than your manager, man. I mean, to me, Harley Davidson sell themselves. People walk in the door, they want a Harley. They didn't come in there just to say, oh, what do y'all have? I mean, they already know what they're coming to look at. My job was to get them in it.
Right.
You know. And my problem is I was honest.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be an honest person selling cars or motorcycles. You're supposed to be dishonest. And I couldn't do that. I told him, man, you can't afford it. Get out of here. But the ones who could, I got them in it. You know, It's no big deal.
I think about what you did, and you still do it today, is you're an overachiever. You're not just doing the driving the tour bus. You're not just standing here. You put in the effort.
Tour bus drivers are not just tour bus drivers. We are psychologists. We are, we're the guys they bounce everything off of, man. They want to tell stories. I'll have to sit down and drink some coffee, and I'll tell you some stories like that. We got Zachary Hill over here. Now, Zach, you've been in and out of this, you said you were working for a little while. Now you finally made it as a full-time career, and are you a full band, or are you just acoustically around town?
No, I've played in bands. The last band that I was in, Gyms of Benefits, folded about a year ago. It was fun, just guys had other things going on in life, kids, wives, careers. So they did that. I was the only one who was interested in being a full-time loser.
No, you gotta. So first of all, let's start all over. Man, musicians and singer-songwriters are not a loser.
Oh no! Once they make it, they're not.
I tell you what. Let me tell you a story. All right. So I work for a guy named William Clark Green. Have you ever heard of William Clark Green?
I know of him.
All right. So he still struggles to this day, wondering if he's made it.
Yeah.
And then people like you think he hadn't made it, or he's made it. Anybody who's in the tour bus has made it, right?
Right.
Oh well, that means they're spending more money. Hopefully, they're making more too.
Exactly, because folks. But here's the deal, man. You make it as good as you want to make it.
Oh,
you know. I think musicians have one of the best jobs, but one of the hardest jobs in the world.
Yeah.
Especially singer-songwriters, the one who writes the songs and sings. Singers, if you got a great voice, you can make a career anywhere. You got people writing your songs, perfect. But the songwriters and who are singers, they have a unique gift. And I think if you could do both of those, you will have a job forever. because you don't have to depend on someone writing your songs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one day the songwriting community can say, no, we're not going to sell this dude my songs anymore. You know, we don't like you.
Well, I don't think they can go on strike anymore with AI out there.
When you say out there, we're talking Nashville, right?
Oh, I don't know, anywhere, I suppose.
So, how long have you been playing, man? When did you first start picking up the guitar?
Oh, I think I picked up a guitar around 11 years old, and it was kind of an in and out kind of thing. You know, sometimes I'd play, sometimes I wouldn't.
Wow.
And then, after high school, the band I was in then, we were playing around Art Ambush and everything here in Waco, and we were doing pretty all right. And then that band folded, and I kind of laid it down for about 10 years. And didn't even own a guitar. Just, went to work and did what I was supposed to. And, I wouldn't say held down a job, hopped around from job to job.
Yeah. Bored. It just wasn't what you wanted to do.
Well, the scene kind of, the underground metal scene and rock and everything kind of imploded on itself around that time.
Yeah.
Or especially around here in Waco. There really, after Art Ambush kind of stopped doing what they were doing, there really wasn't anything to do for quite some time around Waco as far as that scene went.
There is one rock band in Waco that is still kind of doing their thing, and I don't know why they're not on tour opening up for other heavy metal like Pantera and stuff like that, but they're called Avenue Rage. Have you heard of those guys?
Absolutely. Anna Storm.
If you've never seen an Avenue Rage show, you need to go to it, man, because they put on a hell of a show, and the lead singer, man, he wears his camo shorts and everything. I don't know why they're not on a major tour right now. And you should be with a band like that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe. So I don't really do the heavy stuff anymore. But it is fun. I enjoy it. I like to play, all different kinds of music with different people. I play with a variety of different local artists. Like this evening, I'm playing at the Encore, the third floor of the Hippodrome, playing with Mark McAllister. He does a great mix of 90s rock and alternative and stuff, and that's kind of what I do too. And we'll mix in some country and this and that, and really just whatever people want to hear. If they're not responding, we try something else.
Zachary, keep with your seat. I want you to play another song in just a few minutes. We got to go to a commercial break, and we'll come back more with Zachary Hill. You're watching the Zach Owens Show live from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, being brought to you by the White Realtors, the Eastland Group, and Be Kind Coffee. Hang on, we'll be right back.
Dive into adventure with scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com, your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's golfpartnerusa.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internex.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For Kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions, now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, your world's leading pet DNA service.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
We are live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It's the Zach Owens Show. I've got headphones on, so he usually gives me a 5, 4, 3 countdown with verbal. I said, I can't hear you. I got headphones on. So he was trying to do hands, and he was yawning, so I thought we were live. So I don't know. We are live now. So, hey, we got more with Melvin here and more with Zachary Hill over there. But right now we're going to talk about this day in music history being brought to you by Mike's Car Care. Somebody want to answer the phone? Is this? Oh, that's his sound effects button over there, trying to throw me off a little bit. All right, so again, Mike's Car Care. You got any kind of car issues, you go see Mike. He'll take care of you. I promise you. And he's the guy you can trust. I guarantee you. If he's part of the Zach Owens Show, you can sure trust him over there. All right, so today in music history, 1992. I don't know if you knew this, Zachary, or not, but Sawyer Brown's "Some Girls Do" reached #1 on this day on the Billboard Country charts, becoming one of their most successful singles. Not many more singles after that, though. I mean, Sawyer Brown had a handful, and they're still touring to this day. Did you know that? 2006, the Academy of Country Music Awards were held with notable moments, including Faith Hill's reaction to Carrie Underwood's winning Female Vocalist of the Year. Like, really? She just won American Idol. Can I not win something first? I can see that happening. Right. Faith Hill, it's all right. And to this day, Faith's not doing anything. Right. I mean, Tim McGraw's doing all the work. Faith is staying home, taking care of the ranch and kids, huh?
That'll work.
No, she's out. Actually, I've seen her on tour with Tim not too long ago. She showed up to one of the last 3. We were on a 3-1 mega tour. It was like standing room only tour is what it was called. And Faith was at the last of those shows that we were on with. Well, my buddy, Randall King. All right, 2022, the Judge Final Tour was announced, featuring an all-star female lineup to honor her late mom, Naomi Judge's legacy. So that was pretty good on this day in history. All right, so Melvin, real quick, you got a book over there you want to talk about?
Yeah, Jim, The War of Art.
All right.
And in this book, Stephen Pressfield talks about resistance, and Stephen is a Marine. And this book changes lives. And I think about what he talks about with resistance, and I could tell you about it, but I'll read a little excerpt from it here. But if you're breathing air, you have resistance. Resistance is in your life. So it's not just unique to the military, and but I talk about it in light of that, how it would help us, as humans, veterans, and so you got a question. I know you're saying, well, what are you talking about resistance? So in here, Stephen talks about, Hitler wanted to be an artist. At 18, he took his inheritance, 700 kronen, and moved to Vienna to live and study. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts and later to the School of Architecture. Ever see one of his paintings? Neither have I. Resistance beat him. Call it overstatement, but I say it anyway. It was easier for Hitler to start World War II than it was for him to face a blank canvas. And
it's resistance.
Wow. In our lives. And
where can they find that book, man?
All bookstores. Go down to Fabled Bookstore and Coffee Shop here in Waco.
Is that where you like to hang out over at Fables?
I go in there. We've done some events in there, so it's a great place. Go on Amazon. Go on StephenPressfield.com and see what Stephen's talking about. And I don't say it lightly that this book is just the best thing that you could read and get into. It's a real short book.
It's not just for patriots; it's for everybody.
Right. Yep.
Get your hands on some.
And my copy is marked up. This copy I bought recently because I'm giving it to somebody this weekend. So
it's not as marked up as your other book over there. That book has more tabs.
This one's new.
You only had it about a week or two ago. I could tell you only got one mark on there. But that other one, man, that's kind of like his Veterans Bible over there. Yeah. All right, so with Zachary Hill, man, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us a little bit. Thank you for being part of our Veterans Week here.
No, absolutely.
And I know you've been part of a lot of great moments in the Central Texas history. What's one of the probably coolest gigs you got to play out here? Have you opened up for anybody?
Back in the day, we opened up for a lot of metal bands, really cool national touring metal bands back in the day. As far as I guess the last really fun show that I can recall would be I think it was about this time last year was when I was playing with Gyms with Benefits. We went up to Fort Worth to play with Ghost Dance Band at a little place in the stockyards called Filthy McNasty's.
And it's anything but filthy,
It's the cleanest bar on the whole place, in the hall of the stockyards.
McNasty's is a staple up in the Fort Worth stockyards, man.
We enjoyed it. It was a really fun show. Great crowd all night long. It was definitely a highlight of that band for sure. It was a fun time.
I'm a big fan of, would you say Ghost Dance Band? Ghost Dance Band, yeah. And they're from the Waco area, right? Central
between
Texas?
Waco and Fort Worth, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, but I saw them for the first time, 8 years ago maybe at a Lakeside Tavern. I was playing on the outdoor stage out there, and I bought a T-shirt, which is probably still hanging up at my house somewhere.
Their hit single, why'd you make this bar your home or something like that? Why'd you leave the home for the bars? I don't know, man, but I really dig their writing and their sound. And I've never yet have gotten their band.
They're great guys. Yeah, great guys.
So what do you got for us now, man? I know you got another one up on your sleeve here. I know your sleeves are short, but you got another song.
Keep it rolling with the original ones. This is one of the more recent tunes. It's called Six Pack in the Silence. You might like the lyrics a little more to this one. Me down from the summer sun, these godless months have lost their fun, and a brother joins you on the steps. when the sun finally sets. And some days we'll talk about life and about death. Where we have been, deep-seated regrets. And some days we'll laugh at ourselves and at life. At least we can smile, at least for a while. And some days we won't say one damn word. There's understanding to be found in a six-pack in the silence. Well, I guess that's just how she goes. The way of all the world, the tides ebb and flow, and they say it's only death and taxes. What is born in fire is soon reduced to ashes. And some days we'll talk about life and about death. Where we have been, deep-seated regrets. And some days we'll laugh at ourselves and at life. At least we can smile, at least for a while. And some days we won't say one damn word. There's understanding to be found in a six-pack in the silence. Made down from the summer sun. These godless months have lost their fun, and a brother joins you on the steps. The weather is bearable when the sun finally sets.
Zachary Hill. I love it when I start talking to you and I can hear myself in your microphone.
Yeah.
That means I'm too loud in the first place. You know?
Yeah, I'm right by the speaker.
Hey, man, that was a good song. It's almost like a waltz.
Yeah, I think it's 6/8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1,
yeah,
2,
I mean,
3,
you can
4.
waltz to that. That's a great. You don't get many waltzes anymore. You know.
No, 4/4 is the industry standard these days.
Yeah, but that's great, man. I mean, I don't know if you do weddings or not, but that would be a good wedding reception song to play. I don't know as a first dance, but it's a
I'll
great
play
waltz.
anything they want to hire me for.
It could be like a father-daughter or mother-son dance.
Yeah,
that'd be the lyrics and all that kind of go with that.
Maybe one day someone will dance to it.
I'm serious, man. You might want to cut that one.
All right.
You might want to go in the studio. There's plenty of studios around here.
I need to spend more time in the studio. I'm just really bad at it.
Spending time or bad at it?
My internal metronome is not what it should be.
Metronome, is that what you said?
Yeah, my internal metronome. It's
man,
you put me to a click track, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You play that. I mean, flawlessly. I wish I could even play half as good as you. I mean, or even a third as good as you.
I appreciate it.
You're not giving yourself enough credit, man. I mean, because that's not a very easy instrument to play at all.
Oh no, well, self-deprecating humor is one of my specialties.
I do have a brand new blues harmonica in my bag over here.
Oh yeah,
I just got it yesterday. I ordered it. Guess what? Through Amazon, Melvin.
Busted out. Let's go.
Yeah, Melvin's off screen. But anyhow, so the harmonica harmonica is a good thing, but my wife said, "Oh, anybody can play the harmonica." I'm like, "No, I mean anybody can blow on it, but
to make it sound good,
it's a blues harmonica." So I'm a bluesy kind of guy. I'm like a Stevie Ray Vaughan, Led Zeppelin, Leonard Skinner kind of guy. You know, I love country music, but my heart really belongs to rock and roll.
Fair enough.
Like I was wearing the shirt the other day, called the Red Clay Strays,
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Out of Mobile, Alabama. And everyone thinks they're a country band, but Brandon, the lead singer, will come on there at every show almost. He'll say, everybody thinks we're a country band, but we're really rock and roll,
Same thing with Whiskey Myers, I think.
Exactly. I mean,
what is country kind of lost its identity? So what is the line between country and rock these days?
It's called Americana.
No, yeah,
that's the name they called it. So Americana is another word for Southern rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
It's just because you put Americana, now they get to play it on country stations.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you click on the folk category, you'll see everybody under there. So I don't really know what that means.
That's
anymore.
Crazy, man. I mean, it's crazy how things like that work out. The genres that back in when I was a kid, it was just country and western.
Yeah.
It was honky tonk or the old Earl Scruggs style. That was the western part of it. Or Marty Robbins going to El Paso.
Yeah. in an attempt to be both original and relevant, the lines between a lot of genres have been blurred.
Yeah, and then we got the George Straits of the 80s, and then Alan Jackson came in, and then the 90s of the Brooks and Dunn. That's when things started changing. That's when it evolved into other genres. Country became more than just country music. It's crazy. Like country's got Texas, Red Dirt. You got Americana. You got it doesn't matter. It's just you can put a label on it just to get on radio.
Yeah, for sure. As long as it sounds good, who cares what you call it?
But radio is not where it's at. I mean, a guy named Cody Jinks. I'm sure you heard him. I use him all the time because he's the go-to guy because he's the only one who's done it on a level he's done it at without radio play. Radio would not play his music because they didn't know who he was.
Huh.
And I told him when I first met Cody Jinks about 14 years ago, I said, "Dude, you're going to be the next Waylon Jennings." "Oh, no, I'm not." "No, I'm not." I said, "Yeah, you are. You're just outlaw enough to be that." And look, he pretty much has made his own way.
He's doing great.
and so, but he didn't ever do radio.
Yeah.
And radio wouldn't play him, but that's all right. He just did what you did, sat in front of a crowd every day and just kept doing it, and they kept coming back. As long as you're good, keep playing what you do, man. You're going to get there if you want there.
Yeah, as long as you keep at it. I mean, I play steady enough to pay the bills, so that's about all you can ask for.
Dude, it's called a job.
Yeah,
it's not a party backstage anymore. That's why I started this show called Behind the Wheel with Avocado, because everyone thinks it's a big party backstage or on the bus. You get on the tours. Oh, I want on the bus. No, you don't. It's boring. I mean, they're either sleeping or they're playing Xbox.
Yeah,
it's not the party you think it is.
Making phone calls, sending emails, making flyers.
Yeah, our drummer Logan, man, he drums churches every Sunday when we get back. So he's always on the phone with people with churches and stuff, and they're real quiet people, man. It's not a party at all. So it's a business. People are now respecting it as a business because it is a business. You can make a lot of money at this. Do you have any merchandise yet?
Oh yeah, I've got some T-shirts.
That's what I'm talking about.
About sold out of the first batch I made that just have my name on them. It's kind of weird. I've never had a T-shirt with my name on it. It's always been a band name or something, But so that's cool. I have that, and then we're actually here at the backyard next week. Me and Lance and Mark, partners in this, we're kicking off Mike's with Benefits. It's kind of our way of supporting the local scene here. The guys that are running around playing, writing the songs, and performing. So it's going to be here at the backyard on the 28th, 7 o'clock p.m. Sign-ups are going to start at 6. And I don't know if you've seen that show Kill Tony or not. It's a #1 podcast in the world, but for comedy or whatever. So similar to that, but we're kind of gearing it towards music. So we're bringing studio equipment, we're bringing 8K cameras, we're filming it from several different angles. We're gonna have a panel with local music professionals and music people on the business side of music as well to give feedback and insight. And if they do well, offer them opening slots at gigs and stuff like that. And then they'll also get edited, polished video and audio of their performance.
Wow.
We're not going to stream live. We're going to go back and polish the episode and make it flow, and put that out probably a week or two after the fact, and they'll get all that to use themselves as promotional materials. And the quality audio recordings and video recordings, you pay people hundreds or even thousands to do that for you on one song, and so we're gonna give them two. And
$200,000 worth of free song stuff.
I don't know, just to thank you for doing it, because they're gonna sign a paper saying we can do whatever we want with it, and they can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
Try to make a buck on the back end somewhere. But this is an idea we've been kicking around for about a year, and it's finally. It's kind of terrifying. We're signing contracts and forming an LLC, and it's
back what I was telling you, man. It's a business.
Yeah, I got a www dot to go with it. It's going.
And you're gonna have all this Facebook, TikTok, and stuff to go with it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
YouTube, of course, will be the main place, but everything matters these days. You got to put it in as many baskets as you can around the internet. So.
Well, say the date again.
May. What is it? It's May, right? May 28th.
28th. So
sign-ups at 6. Show
coming
starts
up next
at 7.
week, actually.
Yeah, next Wednesday. We're coming up on it quick.
How much does it cost to get in?
Oh no, we're not charging initially. We might ticket it later, but we want to get people interested. We want people to see what it is.
Free show.
Yeah, free show.
With some really good talent, huh?
Yeah, we've got. So I've already. I've had a lot of artists from around Central Texas messaging me, and even people I've never heard of from hours away. Kind of saw it on the internet, and they're like, "What's this about?" And so we'll see who shows up. A lot of great talent has shown interest in it.
So you said it's a benefit. Now, is it some of the money will go to a benefit?
Oh no,
it's just more of a benefit for the artists.
It really benefits everybody, and that's kind of where the name came from. Other than being a play on Jim's Benefits, my last band, I kind of already had that one in my back pocket. But it benefits the artists because, like I said, this is valuable promotional materials, or even just video and stuff they can use on the internet. And then it's I think what a big complaint that I hear from a lot of guys, especially kind of the more established guys, is that there's too many open mics. One guy gets paid for hauling a PA down, and then everyone else comes and volunteers their talent for free, right. And maybe get a free beer out of it, depending on the bar. And they're just that's been a complaint. Is like they kind of see that as taking away from the local scene, is in the sense that someone's not getting paid for a gig now. Right. It's become just more in-depth karaoke. Wow. So this is kind of like this has actual real value to it, and we're going to be selecting the names on a lottery system. So it's fair and everything, because we can't get to everybody, right. And I can't have poor Lance mixing and mastering 100 different time slots.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's all coming up next Wednesday here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. All right, man, we're going to take a quick break. More with Zachary Hill and more with Melvin coming up. We're not through with you yet, Melvin. You hang out here just a little bit more as we celebrate Veterans Week here on the Zach Owens Show, live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. We'll be right back.
Eco Terra Beds. Better sleep inspired by nature. You deserve better than synthetic. Get the unmatched comfort of natural latex and the superior support that can only be achieved through our uniquely heat-treated and stress-relieved steel coils. Your back, hips, and shoulders will fall into perfect alignment in any position, meaning that you get to a comfortable rest. Visit ecoterrabeds.com.
This is what $500,000 in a duffel bag looks like, but if you look closer, it's actually not real. That's because it's actually prop money. It's what is used in movies, TV, music videos, and ads when the strip calls for tons of cash or for the bills to be destroyed. It looks realistic from a distance, but up close you can see it says for motion picture purposes. I got these from PropMoney.com. They're the official industry standard. I also got some stocks from different decades, from the 90s, 2000s, and even money band. Visit PropMoney.com today to get your money seen or money.
Oh no!
Safely send money abroad in just a few steps.
What state star was that? Was that just dropped
Enter
Hawaii?
an amount.
Just
Choose how your loved ones would like to receive the money. Enter your recipient's information. Select a payment method, hit send, and relax, knowing your delivery time is guaranteed.
Oh, well, thank you.
Download the Remitly app today.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. VivoSun is known for its range of products designed for indoor gardening, catering to both beginners and experienced growers.
How much time do I got? I got a mint in my mouth.
VivoSun has it all for your indoor gardening needs.
All right, sweet.
Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
All right, cool. I chewed it.
WhyPersonalLoans.com. We protect your information with advanced data encryption technology so you can request a loan with peace of mind and from the ease of your home. Request a loan anytime, day or night. Our partners can offer loans.
I remember hearing your name on the radio. It's been a long time since I've listened to radio.
Review your loan offer with no obligation and decide what works for you. Visit personalloans.com today.
Yeah.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested.
Yeah.
Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic.
Yeah.
Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at auraorganic.com.
Over the decades, ARB has consistently pushed boundaries, introducing groundbreaking products like our iconic bumpers, Man EMU suspension systems, air lockers, and the recent brushless air compressor. Each innovation is designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Streamline event and appointment booking with Amelia's sleek, modern, and fully customizable booking forms. Tailor the colors, fonts, and
Did he explain it on air?
Brand and with your WordPress website. Whether it's for events or appointments, Amelia makes booking simple, stylish, and perfectly aligned with your business. Enhance your booking experience today at WPAmelia.com. That's WPAMELIA.com. Amelia.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
And we're back at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It's the Zach Owens Show live. Thank you, Zach, for taking another week off on vacation. Every time you do, I get to come in here and take over your show. And, you know, for Zach Owen to trust me to do his show, that's got to be huge. So thank you again, Zach, for trusting me with your baby, which is a fun show to do. I love doing it here. But you're not on the air because we're about to go talk about some sports here. So let's check in with Scotty. Scotty, what is going on in the sports world?
What's going on, Jim?
Man, we're just over here celebrating Veterans Week all week and getting ready for some barbecue this weekend.
I love that. Did you see what Shaq did on Jimmy Fallon last night?
No, I don't watch Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, well, I watched this segment because I'm a big Shaquille O'Neal fan.
Okay, I like Shaq.
He went on, and they had all military service members in the audience, and he gave them all 2 pairs of his most recent shoes.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool.
He's the only one that can leave a set live on air to go take a, you know.
They talked about that.
And
they talked
it made
about
history.
that on Fallon. It was awesome.
I mean, okay, so you got to go. You're not going to sit there and do it in your bridges. I don't care if you can't cut the camera, but come on, man.
Hey.
And that made the big deal, didn't it?
Pete and I agree. That chaos is why that's one of the best shows on TV.
Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, go ahead, Scotty.
That's it, man. So, how would you evaluate your week? I heard you thanking Zach for letting you host.
Man,
How's it gone?
Seriously, when you can sit and talk to veterans and they can tell you their stories about how they joined the military and what they got out of it, what they're continuing to do with the military, for the military, or it's because of what the military has given them to give back to the community. It's just awarding, just to be part of it. So, especially on Memorial Day weekend. I mean, come on.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Love
so
that.
your show or his show, it's Pete Souza. It's the Sports World going to be coming up here in about, 15 minutes? 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Wow.
We'll go live on the Pete Souza Show. Find us on YouTube. We're growing quickly today. Speaking of, you're talking about giving back, we're going to give a little love to Around the Horn today. 23 years on ESPN. That show comes to an end. We'll talk to King McClure about college basketball and the NBA draft, and who knows what else, man. Lots coming up.
Hey, congratulations on success, and tell old Pete Souza we say hello over here from the Zach Owens Show.
I sure will.
All right, man.
Thank you, brother.
All right, so that's awesome. I mean, Shaq is still making history over taking a poop one time. All right, Zachary Hill, well, let's see. We got you over there. We're going to save you for a minute. We're going to have you play us on the way out of here.
All right.
Now, Melvin, you're still here.
Yeah.
What'd you forget? Did I forget to say something to you, or are you just hanging out?
You can't get rid of me.
I know, but that's okay, Melvin. We don't want to get rid of you. You're one of the good ones, man.
Well, thanks. And I would be negligent. I brought up my parents. My dad was career Army, and my mom. I look at it as service also, and so I'd like to thank my wife. She's a Marine also, and then she's a Marine spouse. So. Raising our family, following me all over the world. So, and just wanted to say thanks to her for that.
What do you call her, Mama? Thank you, Mama.
No,
nope.
Maddie.
Maddie. Thank you, Maddie, for your service too. Wherever Maddie is, Maddie's working right now.
No, she's at the house. So
with the kids or grandkids? No. The dogs, cats. Cats. Do you need another cat? I got a kitten. I've been bottle feeding.
I heard your stories. I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't bottle feed it today. I didn't even go look at it today because I knew I would be late again, and I'm tired of stressing out my producer over here, or Zach's producer. All right, so Zachary Hill, man, you got a lot going on over there. You got the big benefit coming up next weekend. You got a show tonight again at the Hippodrome Theater.
Yes, the Encore Bar, the rooftop bar.
Rooftop, man.
So three stories up.
That's the best place to be, especially under the stars.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we have some mild weather with a nice breeze tonight.
Oh, it's going to be nice.
Oh, it's a gorgeous morning. It was a gorgeous morning.
It's going to be a little hot this afternoon, but that's all right. That's why it's called Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, they don't start 8 to 11, so it'll be nice and cool by then.
Hey, for those who want rain, don't worry. It's going to rain on Monday, on your day off. So cook this weekend and Sunday because there's a good chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday. They said Sunday, but, it's usually going to be after everyone parties, celebrates the Veterans Day, Memorial Day, the veterans, and the barbecue. Or, I don't know, do you barbecue?
I have kids that barbecue.
I can tell by the way you're looking, you don't barbecue. You don't smoke or nothing, huh?
Not currently. Sorry about that.
And then never mind. All right, so Zachary Hill, if y'all don't know how to find him, how can they find you on Facebook and all that, man?
On Facebook, just use my government name, Zachary Hill, ZACHARY HILL. If Instagram's more your thing, Too Many Zachs, spelled out TOOMANY.
What made you come up with that?
I was trying to get a Gmail account, and all the variations of my name were taken.
Wow.
So I said there are too many Zachs. And funny enough, that someone has a similar handle. I just beat him to it. He's some Zach from Washington.
His handle's Too Many Zachs too?
Too Many Zachs, and he's got some numbers after it because I beat him to the punch. But yeah, I was quicker than that one on the uptake.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good idea. I've never thought. I should have said Too Many Gems out there.
Yeah, there
Jimmy's. Too many Jameses. And I even tried to get one time a handle of avocado, and somebody else had that. I'm like, who in the hell would have a name of the avocado like me? I thought I created that, Not Alvarado, but avocado.
Yeah, avocado.
Yeah.
That's every time I drive through Alvarado, that's what I think.
Avocado?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a given name when I was a kid. I don't know why they gave me that name. I don't look like an avocado. I'm everything but an avocado. But one of my real quick before we say goodbye, but I was on a classic rock station here in Waco, And my sidekick on the morning when we actually got to do a morning show for a little bit, he actually had some T-shirts made and bumper stickers made with an avocado. I rock with avocado on the Eagle. I'm like, what? It's a pit. It's an avocado, half avocado with a pit in the middle and 2 arms and eyes on top of the head. I'm like, first of all, I'm not Conehead. You know,
Did you get you one, though?
I still have a handful of those. Yes. And I actually still have a handful of the Eagle stickers that I created, or helped create.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, I helped create that logo that you see on the billboards out there, you know. So, again, Zachary Hill got the big show coming up tonight, the big show coming up this Wednesday, which is going to take a lot of your time between now and Wednesday, I'm sure.
No, I think we had a meeting up here at the backyard last night. I think we're until the day of. I think we're pretty set, and then it's going to be an all-day thing. You know, figuring out the logistics of bringing the studio stuff up here and getting it all set up, making sure everything works. Probably do that pretty early, and then just to be sure if there's any kinks we need to work out, we'll have plenty of time to do so. Don't want to make anyone wait.
Well, you got another song in you?
I got, yeah.
All right, man. We're about to throw it to you as we're wrapping up the show. Again, thank you, Zach Owen, for trusting me with your Zach Owen Show live here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, being brought to you by Weicker Realtors, the Eastland Group, and Be Kind Coffee. I'm Jim Alvarado, and we're going to throw it to Zachary Hill as we say goodbye, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Well, thanks once again. Appreciate y'all for having me. Always a pleasure. This song is one of my buddy's favorite ones that I play. It's I don't know, I wrote it quite a while ago. It's called Holy Water. She was an angel with a serpent's tongue. We were both too wild and young for our own good. That was understood. We jumped into that cool river, up to our necks, breathing hard. We shivered. Was the first for me and her, but only she made it out alive. She drowned me in holy water, gripping tight. She pushed me farther underneath the surface. I couldn't breathe. Nellie was a preacher's daughter. Had I known, I'd have never sought her. I'd be on my way to a better place if I had only known. If I had only known. I've read the book, I know the words. Wisdom comes from pages turned, but I don't recall him warning me about that dark-haired girl in front of me. Come on, God, could you and give me a sign? Run like hell would work just fine. But I ran headlong into the wind, into the arms of Satan's kin. She drowned me in holy water, gripping tight. She pushed me farther underneath the surface. I couldn't breathe. Nellie was that preacher's daughter.
keep the music playing.